Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metro Last Light. This is episode 12. Last time we crawled our way through more of the Red Line, only to crawl through a duct and seemingly fall into someone else's grasp, just as we escaped.
I was able to send the report back to the Order via my old acquaintance, Andrew the blacksmith. At least Miller will know that I am alive, that I haven't completed the mission, but haven't resigned from it either.
So Andrew the blacksmith, of course, is from Metro 2033. He helps Artyom sneak out of a red station and across the red Nazi front line. He's also the guy they referred to in that context, smuggling us under a rail cart in the last mission. One of the little conversations between the communists.
That's one serious pickle you're in. But I can help. I have friends, and they have friends who can relay everything you tell me to your guys from the Order. So, now you must return home to Polis? Well, there's no direct route. Everything's cordoned off here. But I believe the Order has an outpost nearby. On the surface, the church in the marshes. Try that place. If we can get word to your people, they might meet you there. As for me, I started life anew. Left Kuznetsky Most. The Reds completely subverted the place. Looking for traitors and spies. Sending people to camps, or just shooting them. All because of the coming war. People are fleeing from Kuznetsky Most and their whole Red Line. Did you see the armored train the Reds are building? Well, we built something too, with the stuff the refugees are bringing. Here, take a look. At this baby, the boys even gave her a name. You can't help but fall in love with her. She did a swell job running refugees, but hell, you can't save everyone. So, take it. We have people in Venice too. When you get there, find Woodpecker and tell him where you left our baby. Climb aboard.
I believe Kuznetsky Most that he's referring to is Armory Station from the first game.
Come on, climb aboard.
Where most of the weapons in the Metro are made.
Get in, Artyom. You won't break it. All right, start the engine. We're still tinkering with her, so the controls aren't perfect, but the lights are first class. No need to fear the spider bugs around her. And there's a lot of those in the far tunnels. You should go! It's a long way, so you shouldn't waste any time.
So, the good news is we're finally out of stealth territory for a while.
Well, good luck to you.
And we've got this sweet rail car. Now this level is fairly straightforward if you are just in a hurry to beat it, but there is a lot of side stuff to see on the sides here. Because we could just keep driving, or we could stop and check out these little tunnels. Which will net us some more supplies. The first thing we gotta do is get rid of this T-har, since we're not gonna need it for a while. A lot of moral points you can get, too, from exploring these side areas. We haven't really had to do a lot of flashlight pumping since we've been sneaking the whole time. You can see from how often I find stuff that I can't pick up because I'm already full, that when you're not playing on the Ranger difficulties, it's actually fairly easy to fill up on stuff. sure we got a full charge, because we're going through a spider bug tunnel. One behind us, so I just want to spin around. So as you can see, spider bugs aren't really a problem one by one. It's only when there's more than one that they can get behind you while you're facing one down. And they don't really waste any ammo, since you can just flashlight them to death. One other thing they don't like obviously fire scares them off, because not only does it kill them easily, but it makes a lot of light. Just like the last set of tunnels, we can turn on the lights to kill a bunch of them. And it kind of clears out the area. It's a weird wall of spiderwebs that are invisible from this side. And a bunch of ammo we can't take because we haven't really used any ammo because we've been sneaking. Another silenced A shot, not revolver. See if we can find another duplet or something to replace our t.a.l.k.e.r. So that's pretty much, I think, that's all that's in this spider area. Now we can head back to the Regina. There was one dead body here somewhere I didn't search because of the spiders. Not that one. I might try to be a little bit less conservative about my ammo and stuff through this playthrough, because I tend to not use a lot of my stuff, especially grenades. And just miss a lot of it because I can't pick it up. The spider bugs pretty much can't get anywhere near the car because of all these lights. So when you're in the car, you're pretty much safe. Which is why, again, this can be a very easy level if you just drive through. Oh, I guess we don't actually need our gas mask because our time's not ticking down. amazing how much of the metro systems still work 30-something years after the war. Especially all this unmaintained tunnel. We got a bastard here. Don't really need another bastard though because we've already got a gun that uses the 5.56. I don't really like to double up on the same ammunition type. Oh, wait, I totally forgot something. There should be a journal entry in here. In this room somewhere. Hoping if I turn the light off I can see it flashing. I'd rather not have to go back and play through again just to find that journal entry. Maybe it's a different one. I probably should have wrote these down. Alright, here's a spot where we actually have to get out. No power to the door, so we gotta power it up before we can actually leave. Ah, there we go, duplet. The only real reason to keep the t.a.l.k.e.r would be to sell it, because it's worth more than the duplet, obviously. But we're not going to be seeing a store anytime soon. You can see our flashlight can actually kill them from pretty far away as long as you can maintain line of sight. You can see, as Pavel mentioned, they're actually pretty armored. You can also do that when they're down to just kill them. So yeah, wasting shots on them doesn't really do too much, but shotgun ammo isn't exactly super valuable, so we can kind of waste some of it. These yellow ones that come out of the eggs, though, as you can see, their armor isn't fully developed, so you can kind of just blast them in the head, especially when there's a lot of them surrounding you. Spider-bugs really seem to pick some bad places for their nests. Places where the lights can still be turned back on to kill them. Oops. Did not mean to click. I don't know if I mentioned it, but with the duplet, if you, instead of iron sighting, you just do a double shot with both barrels. Alright, I should probably open the door first. And we're actually close enough to the surface here that there are some breaches where toxic air is coming through. Alright, so we have two ways we can go. If we shoot the, where is it? Where is the track changer? Ah, this thing here. Let's just back up a little bit. We can actually just shoot this to change which track we're on. And if we speed up, we can break through that wooden barricade. This is yet another optional path. Alright, looks like a tunnel caved in on a caravan. Oh, is that another body? It is, but it's not a searchable body. AK with a scope. When you hear that sort of chunk sound, like that, it's when we switch onto the switchable area of the tracks. And now we just change it back over. Now we're getting into the s.t.a.l.k.e.r territory. Actually, I think that was a huntsman. Or a watchman. Which, unlike the spider bugs, are not afraid of light. Don't need to switch tracks here, but let's check out this train for treasure. Yeah, that's a watchman. That's how you know we're close to the surface. They don't usually come down in the tunnels. You can see the surface is just right there. Did see something we want to grab over in that room, so I guess we have to fight some of these watchmen. Actually seem to be in some sort of basement here. This guy's so freshly dead, he still has physics. But here we got an Asbats, or a Shambler, which is the sort of revolver shotgun from the last game, where it was just called automatic shotgun. The Asbats is kind of weird to load. Sometimes you get 5 shots, sometimes you get 6, depending on whether there's already one loaded in the chamber. So sometimes you'll have to reload it, and then reload it one more time to put the last shell in. Bunch of military-grade rounds. So this is definitely one of those games where there's optional areas, but there's no reason you really shouldn't go to them, because they always give you more stuff than you end up using. Alright, let's head back to the car. Did I already check over here? Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, our only way forward is blocked, so we're gonna have to push this train. Take a break from our train shoving to do some more exploring. Some more of these sort of shadow ghosts from the first game. Though unlike the first game where your flashlight made them show up, here it actually makes them not show up unless it's on the fringe. Also, they don't kill you when you touch them. This looks like some sort of makeshift hospital or something. Doesn't look like any of them were killed particularly violently, so kind of look like they were all dying of some plague or something. Anyhow, we got a valve here, which, you know, is the sniper rifle we used in the first mission before we lost it to the Nazis. It's fairly handy to have. I'm just wondering what we should replace for it, because the revolver is also pretty good. Now, I guess we don't really need a silenced revolver right now. We don't have a lot of ammo for the valve. Might actually be worth keeping the revolver for now. As you can see, the revolver can down them in one shot. I guess we're in some sort of sewer now. Watchmen aren't actually particularly tough. One or two shotgun shots, or a shotgun shot and a knife. Even on ranger difficulties, they're not particularly tough because not only do they do more damage to you, but you do more damage to them, so usually they don't get close enough to you before you shoot them. If it wasn't the other area I was searching before, the journal should be here. Oh, apparently it was under this dead in the cells. Or watchman. That's why I couldn't see it. Alright, back to the car. I love that they actually have an animation where they stumble and fall if you shoot them while they're running.